how Biafrans will be a great nation that will lead to gaining independence. Biafra is a state of being. Until we have achieved that state of being, the desired geopolitical region remains at risk, so we must pursue both tasks together. And the state of being is as follows. We have to do as the Catalonians do in Spain. When they realized that the Catalonians, Madrid, will never voluntarily or easily give them independence, the Catalonians, Barcelona, decided to turn inwards and develop their region technologically, economically, and infrastructurally. And now they are the economic powerhouse of Spain. When Germany was declaring itself as a nation, Bavaria had a choice to stay out and be a country on its own like Austria did. Instead, it opted to stay within a greater Germany and become its best part. Today, Bavaria is the most technological and economical power region in Germany, and it has the whole of Germany now as its primary and biggest market. The same thing is with California in the USA. It's not only the biggest economy within the US, it's also the sixth largest economy in the world. However, this is only because it is within the US and can leverage on all the synergies that comes with that it can be so powerful. If it were suddenly to try to break away overnight, stand alone as a competitor against the rest of the US, things would not be so easy. Nigeria does not fear IPOB as it is. In fact, they want IPOB to challenge them so they can militarily wage war on the Igbos. IPOB at present is not the Biafra that Nigeria fears. They fear the Biafra that becomes like Catalonia, like Bavaria, like California. That's the Biafra they fear. So they need this militant IPOB to give them an excuse to come and reduce their labor to a wasteland again and turn back the hands of our clock once more to zero, like they did in the last civil war. Even if we don't want and don't start any hostilities, they will use the slightest excuse or provocation or accident to send in their troops. Britain will support them, and in the end, USA will establish a military base in Igbo land to keep the peace, and that is how we will become occupied territory. We have to be smart and shift the battle to the field where we can win. What I am saying is this: yes, we will continue to ask for referendum like Catalonia does in Spain, like Scotland does in Great Britain, but it's not referendum that will give us the Biafra we need. And of course, it is not guns that will give us Biafra that we know. As Igbos, we have to conquer our chronic individualism, and we have to pull our wealth, intelligence, and efforts together to turn Igbo into a first world region, right here and now. But this is the most difficult thing for us because we are individualists. It is easy to protest. The second point is our governors. As much as we don't like them, we have to work on them and with them. If IPOB mobilizes the people against the governors, the same way it is mobilizing them against the federal government, you will see how fast things will change. What will the governors do? Start shooting their own people? If any governor does that, where would that governor run to hide from? People's revenge. They have nowhere to hide. Your state is your home, so they must listen to the people. If the people are united, and IPOB can unite the people because IPOB is very powerful and must start demanding accountability from every elected official in the southeast. Demand that they invest in infrastructures, roads and transportation, potable water, drainage systems, housing, health, education, tax breaks for small businesses, regional economic integration, constitute expert group across every field from within and the diaspora to develop and advise on the framework for regional development. Instead of going to Abuja, the governors should come together, put money together from their budget, and start building the second Niger bridge, start dredging the river Niger at Onitsha, start developing the dry port at Abia. Start now and make it mandatory that every Southeast governor prioritize regional integration, taxes and tariffs for business must come down to encourage investors. Computer Village in Lagos is full of Igbos. The governors and leaders should put their money together and build technology town in Aba, put their money together and elevate Enugu Airport to a level higher than Lagos or Abuja airports. Things like that Developing the Owerri Airport to a full international cargo airport and take advantage of the central location of Owerri in the southeast. Quality educational institutions lacking in the east, even though we constantly produce the highest number of applicants to universities. Let's build more. By collaboration with our foreign diaspora, they are the best in many parts of the world. Let's harness this advantage. We need a world-class stock exchange in Alibo. We can achieve that without the federal government because we own trading. Encourage our diaspora to work with government to establish and run quality world-class health care institutions in Alibo. IPOB has already come up with a blueprint for an Igbo-wide democratic customary government, the people's government, very republican in nature, and this is good. This is power, ironically, it might even be according to the Nigerian constitution. If peacefully achieved, this can be the level with which to control the elected executive and legislative levels. If Nigeria stays together, and if Nigeria falls apart, then automatically we already have a framework state in operation. Wow. However, IPOB must win Igbo people over by championing their welfare with their own governors and elected officials, threatening them with no re-election and criminal persecution if they fail to serve their people. They must also encourage the training, standardization, and sharing of information with different state security groups to stamp out crimes like robbery, kidnapping, human trafficking, etc. We are Igbo, we are in the communities, and we know those who are into crime. People must start explaining their sources of wealth. IPOB can utilize its huge following to ensure crime is wiped out and good governance is entrenched in the southeast. Then IPOB and Nnamdi Kanu will forever be a hero who will be remembered kindly by history. If we are doing things like all this, Yoruba will no need to issue quit notice. Igbos will come back in droves to build up Alibo. The Igbo governors can execute and implement anti-open grazing laws in their states and call on all indigenous and state security groups to participate in monitoring it. This will empower all Igbos and will rid ourselves of these Fulani headsmen in no time. The superiority every passing day is too much. Ekiti State did it, Benue State has done it. It's not impossible. Why cannot the state of the southeast all do it as one? Anti-grazing law. This will shake the Nigerian government more than asking for referendum. IPOB has power. If they use it wisely, they can bring about tremendous change in Alibo without a single drop of bloodshed. They are uniquely positioned by God at this period in time to use their win and break the individualistic Igbo trait about change that will positively change Igbo history for generations. If they misuse it by going the route of war that didn't work decades ago, then it would be a great loss indeed. If Nigeria stays together, we Alibo can become the most advanced region of Nigeria if we start now. If Nigeria breaks up, we have to be ready to survive on our own, and at this moment we are not yet ready. This is where we need to put our eyes into, because the ball is already rolling. What we want is for people to come and start investing in Alibo from all over the world. They will do this massively if they see the political and infrastructures being laid down in Alibo. If that happens, everybody will protect Igbo land. Biafra will grow from within.
Lord, you reign forever, you're the same.
Let Nnamdi Kanu, all Igbo leaders and thinkers run with it. Compile as receive.
I got my